Savitri. Book 2. The Book of the Traveler of the Worlds. Canto 5. The Godheads of the Little Life. Page 171. Second line. And when that greater self comes sea-like down to fill this image of our transience, all shall be captured by delight, transformed in waves of unread ecstasy, shall roll our mind and life and sense and laugh in a light other than this hard, limited human day. The body's tissues thrill, apotheosized, its cells sustain bright metamorphosis. This little being of time, this shadow soul, this living dwarf figurehead of darkened spirit, out of its traffic in petty dreams shall rise. Its shape of person and its ego face, divested of this mortal travesty, like a clay troll kneaded into a god, new made in the image of the eternal guest, it shall be caught to the breast of a white force and flaming with the paradisal touch in a rose fire of sweet spiritual grace, in the red passion of its infinite change, quiver, awake, and shudder with ecstasy, as if reversing a deformation's spell, released from the black magic of the night, renouncing servitude to the dim abyss, it shall learn at last who lived within, unseen, and seized with marvel in the adoring heart, to the enthroned child Godhead kneel aware, trembling with beauty and delight and love. But first the spirit's ascent we must achieve out of the chasm from which our nature rose. The soul must soar sovereign above the form and climb to summits beyond mind's half sleep. Our hearts we must inform with heavenly strength, surprise the animal with the occult god, then kindling the gold tongue of sacrifice, calling the powers of a bright hemisphere, we shall shed the discredit of our mortal state, make the abysm a road for heaven's descent, acquaint our depths with the supernal ray, and cleave the darkness with the mystic fire. Adventuring once more in the natal mist, across the dangerous haze, the pregnant stare, he through the astral chaos shore away mid the grey faces of its demon gods, questioned by whispers of its flickering ghosts, besieged by sorceries of its fluent force. As one who walks unguided through strange fields, tending he knows not where nor with what hope, he trod a soil that failed beneath his feet, and journeyed in stone strength to a fugitive end. His trial behind him was a vanishing line of glimmering points in a vague immensity. A bodiless murmur traveled at his side in the wounded gloom, complaining against light. A huge obstruction, its immobile heart, the watching opacity multiplied as he moved, its hostile mass of dead and staring eyes. The darkness glimmered like a dying torch. Around him, an extinguished phantom glow, peopled with shadowy and misleading shapes, the vague inconscience dark and measureless cave. His only sunlight was his spirit's flame. End of Canto 5.
गायत्री छन्दसां माता इदं ब्रह्मजुषस्वनः ॐ जो हसि सहो हसि वदमसि राजो हसि देवानां धामनामासि विश्वमसि विश्वमायुः सर्वमसि सर्वायुः अभिभूर वरदे देवी जपो मे सन्निधाः गायन्तं गायते यस्मत् गायत्री त्वमतः स्मृता ॐ सत्यम् ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरो ॐ